Hey, hello lovely people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nursekirea is back from a short break, and today we are going to talk about a different thing from what we are used to. And guys, I want us to talk about cholera. Yeah, as we all know, in our country Kenya there is an outbreak of cholera, and I saw that this is an opportunity to talk to you or to give you the information about cholera so that we can be very, very cautious, because this is a disease that can be very, very fatal. If you're new here, please do not leave without subscribing to this channel. Watch this video to the end so that you can understand everything about cholera. And in this video, we're going to talk about the definition of cholera, what causes cholera, how it is spread, the signs and symptoms, and the prevention, and even the treatment. So please make sure that you watch this video to the end so that you can have all the information you need to have for this cholera. So cholera is defined as a bacterial disease, and it is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae, and this bacteria is spread through contaminated things like water, vegetables, fruits, even surfaces if they are contaminated and then you come into contact with them. Cholera causes severe diarrhea, which leads to severe dehydration, and it is very treatable. So cholera is very treatable if detected early, and also can be very fatal, or it can cause death, sudden death, even to a person that was previously okay if not treated on the early stages. So there are certain factors that can make you to be vulnerable for this disease, and factor number one is poor sanitation. And as we all know that every bacteria, all kind of bacteria and viruses do flourish in a poorly maintained environment. So this Vibrio cholerae is not an exception. If you're living in a poorly maintained environment, you are at a high risk of getting this cholera. The other thing that can put you into the risk is if you're living with someone who is exposed to this cholera. The person might not be showing the signs and symptoms of this cholera, but the person will get rid of the Vibrio cholerae through the feces. If you get into contact with these contaminated things, then that means you definitely get the bacterium. So if you're living with a person that is sick, then definitely you will become sick. The other thing is about eating raw and uncooked food. So everyone knows that bacteria are found in things that are not clean. So fruits and vegetables are also not clean. So you need to cook them very well, cooked them until they are cooked. And if you're taking vegetables, please make sure that you take the vegetables that are made from your own house. Your fruits made from your own house. Please avoid the salads that are made out there. Make sure that you make your own things at your home so that you can make sure that you wash them thoroughly and let them be clean and cooked well for you to consume them. The signs and symptoms are like you can experience headache, you can have nausea and vomiting, which occurs in the early stages of this disease, and this vomiting can last for hours. And the other thing is diarrhea, but there is a very unique sign of this cholera. So if you're having a diarrhea, there are many other diseases that can cause diarrhea, but this diarrhea from cholera is very unique. The diarrhea is milky, and it looks whitish, like the water that is used to rinse rice. If you see that your diarrhea is whitish, milky, like that water that is used to rinse the rice, then that is a very clear sign that you are having this cholera. So that is the unique sign that you'll be looking at during this outbreak. And please do not stay at home if you realize this kind of diarrhea. The other thing is dehydration, and dehydration comes like hours after the signs and symptoms have already shown up, and this diarrhea is the worst thing that can happen, and this is what causes sudden death in cholera. So I think in the next video I will be tackling or talking about dehydration, what dehydration means, the causes of dehydration, the signs and symptoms, and what to do if you realize that you have this dehydration. So those are the signs and symptoms, and I've said that the unique sign and symptom of this cholera is a milky whitish diarrhea, very loose. So the very important part of this video is the prevention of this cholera. What are the preventions of this? Number one, just as we did in the pandemic of corona, which is not over yet, washing your hands with soap and running water is the first thing that you need to know, and you need to frequently do, as frequent as possible. Please make sure that you wash your hands with running water together with soap, and be clean. Wash them for 15 seconds, just like we did in the other pandemic of corona, and we overcame it. We are almost overcoming it, and we will also overcome this cholera if we be cautious. So number one is washing your hands with running water and soap. So the other thing is drinking or taking safe water. And this safe water, I know everyone has water in their home. It could be from the tap, from the well, from the borehole, from even the rivers. But this water could be contaminated, not only with this Vibrio cholerae, but any other bacteria. So please make sure that the water that you're taking is safe. And you can't be sure that the water is safe unless you either boil the water or treat the water. So the first thing to do before taking water is making sure that this water is either boiled, and boiling means does not mean that you put it warm, it is okay. No. Some of these bacteria are not killed by those low temperatures. So you have to boil the water, and the water boils at around 100 degrees. So you must boil this water completely. Then if you boil the water, then you are sure that this water is very safe for taking. The other thing is treating. So there are a lot of treatment out there. So you can go get one from the shop and then come and treat your water, and make sure that you use the right amount of the treatment. So safe water is a key factor in preventing this cholera. The other thing that can prevent you from getting this cholera is eating well cooked food. As I said, as a risk factor, eating an undercooked food can make you be at a higher risk of getting this cholera. So what do I mean? That means people ambao wamezoea kukula vitu, watu wa kibandaski, wale ambao wamezoea kula chakula kwa kibanda, please make sure that you're eating food that is cooked by you, if possible. That is, if possible. But if it is not possible, then go get food that is cooked in a clean place at least, and take the food while it is hot. Make sure that the food is well cooked. The next thing is making sure that you're making fruits and vegetables in your house. Yes, again, wale ambao wamezoea kukatiwa sukuma huko nje, please take your skuma, come with them, wash very thoroughly, and then cook it by yourself. Yeah. So because when you cook it yourself, when you wash it yourself, you're sure that it is very clean and it is safe for consumption. So please just be cautious, be safe, protect yourself and your family. Take things to your house and do them yourself. The other thing is making sure that the surfaces that you are using, the things that you are using at home, are very clean. Sure that everything in your house is clean. May it be the cups that you are using, may it be the spoons, the plate, the sufurias, everything. Make sure that they are very, very clean to avoid this deadly disease. As I earlier said, that this cholera is very treatable. As long as you go to the hospital on the early stages, then this will be treated. So, but we all know that prevention is always better than the cure. So be safe, be cautious, and protect yourself. So there is a complication. The worst thing that can happen in this cholera is you getting dehydration, and dehydration is the one that causes sudden death. So dehydration is when your body fluids are not balanced. When you diarrhea so much and vomit a lot, you lose a lot of fluid and also the salts and the minerals that are contained in your body, in your blood. So if you lose these things, there are a lot of things that can happen to you. So please do not wait until dehydration sets up in you. Just go to the hospital if you have any of the signs that I have talked about. So I think in the next video, as I said, I will be talking about dehydration and how to assess for it. And in this video, I think that is all. About the treatment is all about rehydration. So the opposite of dehydration is rehydration. That is to counterfeit the dehydration that happened. So rehydration is made by taking plenty of fluid, and these fluids must be very safe for you. So taking a lot of fluids, you will also be given maybe some antibiotics and other things. So I think that is all I had for you today, guys. Please do not leave without subscribing to my YouTube channel. Show me some love by liking this video and share to as many people as possible so that we can all be safe. So guys, that is all I end for you. Bye bye. I love you so much, and thank you for those that are subscribing and coming back to my YouTube channel. Those that are new, please subscribe. Bye bye. See you in my next video, which will be very soon. Bye.